today I want to talk about therapy dogs and jumping. So it's really important that a therapy dog doesn't jump up on somebody and doesn't even look like they might jump up on somebody. But sometimes our dogs are so happy and so enthusiastic when they meet somebody, it looks like they might jump up or they might even be tempted to jump up. So we're going to talk about a way you can sort of supercharge your training, a way that you can step it up, if you will. You'll see what I mean in a second, and really just make sure that our dogs aren't prone to jumping up on people.
So how we're going to take that extra step is we're going to use a step stool. The step stool will act as a station or a target for our dogs to stay on while they receive petting from other people. To train this, I'm going to lure Juniper up onto the step stool with a treat. As soon as her feet are on the stool, I'll say yes and give her lots and lots of treats while she's on the stool. Notice that I'm keeping that treat right in front of her nose to lure her up onto the stool. She gets treat, 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 and then before she leaves the stool, I'll cue her to get off of the stool and give her a treat. Also notice that the leash stays loose the whole time. I'm not using the leash to pull her up on the stool or take her off of the stool. And we'll know that they've got it when they see the stool and they beeline it to the stool and pop their little feet up there. This is where they want to be because this is where all the treats happen and all the cool, fun, exciting stuff happens. And once they're doing that, we can start to work on how long they stay on the stool. So we'll want to make sure they have a nice long duration that they're wanting to stay up on the stool. Something like 30 seconds where they are totally anchored, they love the stool, that's the only place that they want to be. And now we can start adding distractions. So here I'm going to drop plushie toys. I'm still giving her lots of treats and praise for staying on the stool. I started with plushie toys because that is least distracting to Juniper. She loves food and people more, but plushie toys are a little bit easier to ignore. So that's where you want to start, is something that's easy for your dog. And then I can try something harder. So here I'm going to do a kibble drop. Notice that she hopped off of the stool. I'm just going to re-cue her back onto the stool. So I'll try dropping some kibble. Again, we want to keep rewarding them for staying on the stool. If they keep hopping off of the stool, we'll want to go back a couple steps and make it easier. The goal is that they stay anchored on the stool no matter what the distraction is that's happening. And then you want to make sure you practice lots of different places, both inside and outside. And now we're ready to work on the big distractions. For Juniper, that's people coming up for pets. So I'll start with someone just walking around her. She's still getting lots of treats for staying on her stool. And now we can start adding in the touch. So he'll walk up to her and touch her and walk away, keeping it nice and easy. The trick is that as long as she's staying on her stool and staying calm, she gets treats and she gets pets. And at this point, we're ready to take it on the road. So now we'll take the stool and use it when she meets new people in new situations. The rules are still the same. As long as she's calm and she stays on her stool, she can keep getting pets and interacting with people. And you'll want to practice with some people who are sitting down too. Reach out if you have any questions at all. We're here to help.